Hi, good morning, everyone. We'd like to welcome Tom Kim to the Genesis Scottish Open Media Center. Tom, welcome back to the Renaissance. 12 months ago, you had a top three finish here in Scotland. Just share with us some of the memories of that great finish, which sort of set you off for the rest of the 2022.
Yeah, it's very nice to be back in Scotland. This is really where it kind of started for me, as finishing third and kind of edging close to that temporary status and locking up that card and having those two wins. So this is really where it all started, and it's really nice to be back. I love Scotland. Obviously, had great memories last year, and I'm super happy to be back.
You're just coming off the pro-am on the front nine, had some practice rounds at the end of the week. How's the golf course looking here?
It's good. Again, like really similar to last year again. They were actually, when I first got here, they're a little softer than it was last year, but they're starting to firm up again, which is really cool to see. And it was my first time playing links golf last year here, so to be able to kind of come back and see all the cool stuff again, it was pretty cool.
Okay, if you get your hands, we'll get a mic to you. Can we have a mic for Bob? Fire away, Bob.
Thank you. You touched on it, but when you came here last year, how much was the idea of actually being able to get some status on tour on your mind? I mean, or was there a point earlier than that where you thought, I've got a chance to do this, and obviously this tournament puts you in great position?
Yeah, it was, for me, my main focus was trying to get enough points to just play Korn Ferry Finals so I can try to play my way in there, and wasn't really expecting a top three finish. So I'm not going to lie to you. I was just, I had limited events, and I was just trying to make the most out of it. And, for me at that time, like that top three finish was an unreal feeling. So to kind of be able to achieve that, and it's just amazing to see the way I've done it. It's really, really cool. And, but yeah, I wasn't really expecting it, but that really gave me the confidence of seeing all my last year in the fall. This is where it really sparked that, light for me.
Martin?
Obviously coming back, I mean, this time last year in Scotland, very few people knew who you were. To come back now, given what you've achieved, how exciting is that for you?
It's really cool. This is where I think we have one of the best golf fans during the year. I think all of us players love to kind of come back here and play golf, and I still like flying under the radar. I find it very fortunate when people do recognize me, but I'm just happy to be back, and hopefully I can put on a good show for all the fans out there.
As well as your golf, I mean, your personality's shone through over the last 12 months. I mean, how important is that for you and for golf generally?
I wouldn't say. I'm trying to be me, and I'm glad that everyone thinks on the good side of it. I'm just trying to be me out there. I'm just trying to have fun. I'm trying to play the best that I can. I'm competitive, and but like I said, it's pretty fortunate how people are seeing the good side of it.
Go, Louie.
Okay, you were saying that obviously this was your first time in Scotland last year. What were you sounded as though you were a bit surprised by what you saw. What were you expecting Scotland to look like?
No, it was just more of last year was like it was my first time playing links golf. I didn't really, I wasn't going to think that, okay, if you would have told me I would have finished third in a Rolex event at that time, my best finish was maybe, I think it was the 23rd at the US Open. That was my best finish from what I remember. So I wasn't really thinking much of myself at that time. I was just trying to learn, and like I said, I was just trying to get Korn Ferry Finals, and it just very fortunately just happened I played really, really good golf and finished with a tie 3. So I was just trying to play my own game, and it just kind of just had a light in me right there.
Okay, but when you were telling your parents, when they must have asked you what's Scotland like, what did you say?
What was Scotland like? They were here, so they got to experience it. So yeah, we had a nice first experience. I stayed in Edinburgh last year in the city, so it was a little far from the course, but got to see like all the all the history around the place, and obviously the air quality it's the best in the world. Like, it's unbelievable. The fresh air is, I could live here. It's absolutely amazing.
Have you tried the black pudding and haggis?
No, I have not. I know, unfortunately, no, I haven't been brave enough to do it yet.
Ian?
Tom, I hate to sort of try and drag you into the politics that's all going on, but obviously the hearing was yesterday. All sorts of revelations kind of came out, but the overriding thing is just I think the uncertainty that is around what the future of the top end of men's professional golf is going to be like. And for someone at the early stage of your career, I just wonder, how that impacts on you and what your view is.
I'm 21 years old, and for me, it's been a dream just to play where the best players are. That was the most important thing to me, and all the guys who are on the board, or all the top players, they're taking care of it. I'm just a young guy who's trying to have fun, just playing, making his dream come true. So I just want to play where all the best guys are. I haven't really paid much attention to it. I'm just going to keep my head down and focus on my golf, and guys at the top are doing the best that I can for the tour. So I'm very lucky, and sorry that wasn't really a good answer for you, but I'm just a golfer who just tries to play golf.
We go with Fatiha on the right. Fatiha?
Tom, you spoke a lot about Scotty. Can you talk about his inspiration and what you get from him, and how do you see golf when you talk with him?
Yeah, so Scotty has been he's a good friend of mine, one of my closest friends on tour. He's given me a lot of advice. It's amazing how far we go back. It's not many years, but I played with him before I had any status at all. And to be able to kind of build that friendship, and he's number one in the world. He's been playing so good for so long now, and he will continually do so. And just to be able to, for me coming up, to have someone close like him with the experience that he has, it's really unbelievable. Like at home, we work out together, we play a lot of golf, so I always ask him a lot of questions, and he's very, very nice of him to answer with sincerity, and I'm very lucky. So I've learned so much about not only my golf game, but outside of life, which I think is really important. So I'm very fortunate to do that. Even though he does give me a very hard time with everything, he's still really nice when I ask him good questions. So,
Alexi on the left.
Yeah, Tom, clearly none of us know exactly what's going to happen out of all this. But if Liv happened to be where the best players were in 5 years from now, would you see yourself on Liv?
I think 5 years from now is a little too far away for me to think about. So, I mean, like I said before, I just want to play where all the best guys are playing. That's my thing, and I think all the best players in the world feel the same way.
Okay, if we don't have any more for Tom, we'll let him go. Tom, thanks for your time here with us this morning, and good luck with the rest of the week.
Thanks, guys.